This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2005 Ford F-250 crew cab. It's a King Ranch 6.0 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. Has the FX4 suspension package, which is installed at the factory. It's a Rancho suspension that's installed at the factory. That's what makes it FX4. Anyway, it's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision, not fire, not flood, nothing. Liability issue. Insurance companies don't want any liability after they sell it, after they've recovered it, and that's what happens. If you want to know more about why, get details on why, there's a little animated video that we have in our ads. It's kind of funny to watch, and it'll teach you what's going on and why. It's attorneys and liabilities. It has nothing to do with the truck being damaged or anything about that. All right? Anyway, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to show you what's happened with this truck. I will tell you that we have before and after pictures. In the before pictures, this entire piece is gone. They stole it. So we bought a piece for it. We did not paint it. We're trying to keep the price down. A lot of the non-King Ranch vehicles, they don't paint those anyway. So maybe you care, maybe you don't. But we just replaced that, just bolted it in. There was no damage there. It was just gone. Front tires are both about the same, probably 40% tread. That's the Rancho suspension right there. It's part of the FX4 package. You do have rock chips. Let's see that. We did replace the center link. That front bar there is brand new. It had a little bit of a bend right in the middle, and it made the steering just a little bit too, what do you call it, drifty. It kind of floated a little bit, so we put that on there to make sure that it was tighter steering and safer. We also had to do an ABS sensor on the right front wheel. We had an ABS light on. There's your passenger front tire. Paint chip there. I would buy a they call this copper, the upper color on this vehicle. I'd buy a copper touch-up pen and just go over all these little things. Bottom color is just gold. $8 a tube, and knock it out. It's best for us to sell them the way we get them, unless there's something really obnoxious. That way you get an idea of what it looked like when we bought it, and you know, you could bid and buy accordingly. Front tires look fine. The rear tires need to be replaced. They're 20-inch tires. I would, if you're going to drive it home, if you're going to fly in here or drive here and drive it home, I would say that you really need to get rear tires to safely do that. If you're going to do rear tires, you might as well do them all. If you go to discounttires.com, big dent right above this handle. Go to discounttires.com. Go to the Prince Road and Oracle location here in Tucson. It's very near to our location. Ask for Sheldon. He's the manager there. Sheldon will take your credit card number, get you some tires put on it before it ships out or before you show up here. Either way, if you're shipping, we'll get it done for you too. You'll probably get a 5 or 10% discount off for the price, and it'll be done before you get here, before it leaves. But that's what I would do if I were you. I would say you're probably looking at $600, $700, unless you want to get, you know, premium tires like Michelin's. If you just get the knockoffs, you're probably looking at $600 or $700. There's the driver rear tire. See a little door ding right there. I don't know if you can see it in this video or not, but it's my job really not to accentuate the positives. It's my job to accentuate the negatives, so that especially if you decide to ship it, that when you get it, it's better than you expected and not worse. Okay, so that's the goal here. All right, let's see. What I'm going to do now I'm going to open up the hood. And I'm going to show you where all the Ford stamps are supposed to be. There should be Ford stamps on both fenders and on both sides of the core support on the front end. That just shows that nothing's been replaced up front due to collision damage. I like to see all these stamps where they belong. There's one right here. There's your Ford stamp there. We put 2 new brand new batteries in it. There's the Ford stamp between my fingers there. Let's see. There's the Ford stamp between my fingers there. There's the Ford stamp right there. Another new battery. That's that. Alright. Pick up the pace here. I think I'm running out of time. Alright. Here's your driver rear window. Interior looks good. This door panel looks good. Little scuffs right there. Back seat looks great. I can usually tell somebody's been conditioning these seats and taking care of them. They're very soft. When they don't, they get a lot lighter in color. They don't feel like that. Alright. That's the passenger rear window. Door panel looks good. I don't see any scuffs on that. A little bit of that's not a tear really, it's just kind of like kind of what you get when you sit on a saddle with a belt buckle or something, huh? It's a little indentation more than a tear. There's the passenger front window, door locks. Yeah, somebody took really good care of these seats. Usually at 120,000, 130,000 miles, they are really torn up. This is at 144, and they feel really good. Someone's maintained them. There's some heat on and off. You can see that lighter now. There we go. All right, seat forward, seat back, whole seat down, whole seat up, rear seat cushion down, rear seat cushion up. Front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down. Seat works fine. Armrest is in good shape too. That's another sign. Usually the armrests are really crusty and nasty over these things on King Ranch seats if they're not taken care of. Obviously they stole the radio. You can buy a used Ford 6-disc changer for about 160 bucks. But most people I find want to put their own stuff in with remotes and all that. Just make sure when you do that, you get the little $35 part that allows you to use the steering wheel controls for the radio also. You get that at Best Buy or wherever you want to get your radio, but if you want to use your steering controls, you need that little adapter. Seats, back, forward, up, down, front seat cushion up, front seat cushion down, rear seat cushion up, rear seat cushion down. Everything works perfectly. This seat is really smooth. It shows some that like cracking. It's more of a, that's just what saddles do. I mean, this actually, these for 144,000 miles, this is in shockingly good condition. The seats, in my experience. I probably bought 6 or 7 King Ranches in the last week, and this one looks like one with 50,000. The pedals work. Power adjusting pedals work fine. Put the seatbelt on. Alright, let's see. Air is blowing ice cold. Let's see if I can adjust it. Okay, that works. Steering wheel controls work for that. There's the doing the temperature. That works for the steering wheel. Obviously, this will only work if you have a radio. Like I said, make sure that you get your turn this down. Get your adapter if you're going to get an aftermarket radio. Okay, well that works. Alright. There you go. Alright. There's the whole cluster there. Here's tow on and off. Obviously, if somebody asks me why the turbo doesn't work and we're parked here, it's a really good idea not to buy. Probably 99 out of 100 people get that, but trust me, I've gotten the turbo's not working call. I'm not even gonna explain why that's stupid because everyone who's laughing right now knows. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's try the four-wheel drive. We'll go to four-wheel low. Now we're in four low. We'll go to drive. Yeah, that's definitely four low. And we're gonna go in reverse. And now we're gonna go back to neutral to four-wheel high. Now we're in four high. And the actuator is firing really quick. And that's drive, and that's reverse and four high, and we're good to go. I'm told that let's put it back in two-wheel drive before I continue. All right. I'm told that the rear slider does not work, and it doesn't. If you want us to fix it, worst case scenario is that it needs a motor. That's about, the part's $350. So the labor is a pain. It's like 4 hours to do that. The nightmare. So if you add $550 to the price, we'll put in the new motor. If it's the motor, that's the worst case scenario. Next case is it just needs the cable. That piece is about $160 and maybe 2 hours, so $300. Worst case is $550. Best case is $250. I would do none of that. It's a window. Leave it alone, and you're good to go, right? What else? Let's try this backup sensor, reverse sensor here. Make sure that backup sensor works. They're famous for not working. And that would be it. It works. All right. Let's go on a ride. Anyway, like I said, we did the center link. We did an ABS sensor. It does need a set of tires. Sheldon and Discount Tires can help you with that if you need to get it done before it leaves on a shipping truck or before you drive it home. What else? All right, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay taxes, dock fees, and in order to get a plate and insurance, we have to restore the title. That means we have to take it down to the cops at Motor Vehicles and get a level 3 inspection. We charge $200 to do that. Once that's done, we get a restored salvage title, and then you can get plates and insurance. So obviously you have to have that to be able to drive anywhere. Blah, blah, blah. What else? Dock fee of $250 and taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson. Let me jump on it here. Let's see when it's great. 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If you're one of our Alaskan customers who comes down here all the time, we have Alaskans. We're like a favorite for Alaska. Their sales tax is $0, so they come here and they pay 2% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If your state tax rate is 3%, then you're going to pay 5% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is agreed upon price. I still strongly urge you to have us restore the title for you, but you can do whatever you want to do with that. Just make sure that you call your Motor Vehicles if you're going to ship it and say no to us restoring the title. Make sure you call your Motor Vehicles, tell them you're bringing an Arizona salvage title, a bill of sale, and the truck itself, and that's all you're going to have. Just make sure you can get it done yourself, okay? Lastly, or almost lastly, get your deposit. Once we have a deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelk.com. You'll know it's no longer for sale and it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. Now, lastly, the last 30 or 40 vehicles I've sold, I've done videos for, I've said the same thing on all of them. I'm not singling this truck out, so please verify that by looking at the other ones. This is specifically aimed at eBay people. eBay people are being real babies in the last year or two. This is not a new truck, newsflash. It's got 144,000 miles. It's way out of warranty. It's way out of warranty on year and miles. The engineers at Ford didn't know what was going to happen to it. We don't either. If this thing, this thing could explode into a gigantic fireball tomorrow or never. There's a reason it's the price it is. If it was had a 1,000,000-mile warranty and we knew what was going to happen, it'd be worth a lot more money, wouldn't it? So please use your thinking caps when you're doing this, when you're buying, and know what you're buying. All right? Thank you.